Oops, I forgot to mute the channel. Apologies, guys. Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. Hopefully, you're all having a fantastic day. And I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. So I've just taken a shortcut back to the build. Let's get that. Right, so let's... Okay, so we need to get up to the bedroom so we can figure out building a quilt. Hi Aria, happy Monday to you. Right, so I finished putting in the little bits on the walls to help light up the red concrete. So at least the top bits are mostly done. Obviously the window frames etc. need to go in, but I had to just pop to the other build to grab some shulkers of stuff that I'm taking backwards and forwards as I need them. Not to mention dark oak. We need dark oak. Well, where did I put that other dirt block? I should have another dirt block somewhere. I need somebody to tidy up my shulker monster, I swear. And that someone's should be me. I need to actually spend the time and take care of the mess. There we go. We'll pop down a couple of sections of dirt. That way they can grow in the background. Because we will need them. Okay, where did I put the iron? I should have looked at that for that at the same time as I went through these shulkers. There we go. Right, so we need to sort out the quilt on the bed. But I was looking at the bed. Let's land up here. And up. Actually, I need to go up higher so you can see better. Where the edge of the sheet tucks over the quilt, I think it's a little bit too long because the length of the quilt itself would be very short. So I need to take off at least a block. Of this one. 2, 3. To make it shorter so we can have a longer quilt is what I'm thinking at the moment. We'll try one block and if we need to we'll make it bigger. But I'm hoping one block will be enough. How did everybody's weekend go? Hopefully not too bad. Right. So, the colour scheme we're using is red and dark grey. Now, the question is, do I do mostly dark grey or do I do mostly red? I'm thinking at the moment I'm leaning towards mostly dark grey. And then trimming of the red because there's so much red in the room. And the bed being fully red for the quilt may just be a little bit too much. Here. Is what I'm thinking at the moment. So let's see how we did this edge. So we brought it straight down on there. And then we stepped it out 1, 2, 3, which should bring it in one closer than the quilt. Theoretically. Let's grab you. What's going on? Oh, I was wondering if I had internet issues again. I lost internet again yesterday. Evening, it was a pain. Then I lost internet again this morning. So, fingers crossed things work okay. Right, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is coming out 4 rather than 3. Okay. It's never fun. When you lose internet. It's amazing how much you come to rely on it. Right, so should be you, should be you, should be you, and it should be you, and theoretically you. Maybe not. Let's see if I can alter that. Just a little bit. No, I don't like that shape at all. It's a bit too bulky and the flat area isn't in the right place. So we're going to need to alter this. Let's get rid of you. We want some pale grey so we can play with the shape. Pale grey, here we go. I've got buckets in my inventory. Don't know why. Right, so let's see what we can do. So we'll take you out. I want the flat bit to be here. So that would mean that would have to disappear a little bit. Right. Means we can get rid of you. I really shouldn't bother looking at the one in the other room because the bed size is enough of a difference that it's throwing the quilt out. I should know better. I think we had that issue last week. Let's put a torch down to help light things up just a little. Alright. Okay. Okay. Bless it. It always seems to do that. Oops. Right. So we've moved that in a little bit. Okay. So that comes out 1, 2, 3. I think it should be up higher. So that should be there. And then this one can come down here for the full 3. Then you would come out. Oops, not you. Then you would come out. Which would then put you. Well, wrong one, but. And then if we do that there instead. Then can we shape this just a little bit? Hi, Fantabulous One, how are you doing? It's good to see you. So we'll take that one. No. I don't want it to line up quite like that. Which means how do I fix you? Hopefully you're having a good day. So maybe I then do here. Let's and then take you up one. You know what I want? I want the shears. Just to add a little bit of shape on the corner. And I'm not sure about these bits. We'll figure those bits out. You plan to get online today? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, thank you for the bits. I really do appreciate it. You're having a good day. That's great. It's always good to have a good day. Right, so then if we pull this along here, now we'll make it solid grey to start with, but then we've got to put detail in. Let's tidy up this mess. So whereabouts? Probably here. Can I reach? Yep. Yep, that's better. We had a really nice thunderstorm yesterday as well. I was saying about losing internet, but we had a really nice thunderstorm. It lasted for a couple of hours, which is unusual. For us anyway. Seemed to keep circling the hills. Right, so I'm only going to go as far as there, because then I've got to figure out how we go around the corner. Stick a couple of torches down again. And that should help. Need to figure out the shape so we can put in some lighting detail. We should be able to just climb up now. Because we need to tuck this around the corner. Right. Let's get rid of you. And we're going to put a couple of torches here for the minute. Although some of them will disappear because we're going to have to use some doors or something in the bedding, so we can hide the light behind it. Otherwise it'll be a bit dark in places, and we don't want that. I'm glad we didn't do the other side of the bed yet, because it would have been interesting for having to take this bit out. If we can get one side sorted, we can duplicate on the other. I'm going to leave that there for the minute. We don't want things spawning. Because I think we need this to switch out kind of like this. And the next one to do the same here. Then this one to do something similar. Then we'll run into the bed frame. Now let's check the lighting levels. They're getting low. Right. Which me I do have a lighting block on me. Good. Wasn't sure if I'd picked one up or not. And I could put you here as well. I know they're pretty close together, but it'll throw lighting round this corner. I think I may have some carpets down there, so we'll come round on the top afterwards and add them. Right, which would bring you out here. Then we need another one here. Right, so let's move you there. We can bring you around this way. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. I think that's better. It was too wide. Right. Let's hide a couple of blocks so we can light things up. Almost halfway. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now we need this edge. We need to figure out how to tuck this quilt down. Oops. Okay. Let's get you. You'd be here. Then you'd be here. And you'd probably be there. And then we can pop you back a little bit now. Oops. And I wanted to get out a little bit further so I can just check this corner. Because I'm not sure on it. Nope, I don't like that bit. think we're getting rid of that block just to round it a little bit. Now you remember why building the other side of this was a royal. Yep. They can be a bit of a pain sometimes. The MC. Right, so that gives us that. And the bit I'm now not keen on is this top bit. I think these may need to come in a block as well. Okay, so we'll go with that for the minute. We may alter things, but we'll find out. Now we need to bring this bit down. Thank you. Okay, so if you are coming down here, let's, and what I'm going to do is fill this edge in first. Right, so that's not too bad that side. And how far out should I take this? Maybe like that. Maybe I take this up a block just so it's kind of draping down underneath, but it needs to be at least do I want that or don't I? Maybe to there. Okay, I think we need to put a block in here. Just so it doesn't look quite as big on this bit. I know we've got catty corner there, but rather than it be catty corner again, the one block and then drag it across. Where the quilt tucks down at the bottom of the bed. I hope. That's better. It's going to need taking across here and here. I can't just do the one block because it'd leave a gap between that and the sheet and that would look weird. In my view. And we want this to tuck into the bottom of the bed frame. How do we fix that? I think we'd leave it like that. We don't try and bring it across any further because of the frame itself. The other thing I could potentially do is knock these two back, put those two there. Then kind of catty corner it. As if it's kind of squished more underneath at that point. But then I don't like that bit there. This bit here is wrong. Or no, that's better. I think it's not going to work the other way. Okay. Guess I better eat before I die. Now this bit here. I'm not sold on this corner. It needs to come up and over it. But I'm looking at it now and I'm not 100% sold on it. I don't think that should be there. It's either that or I bring it out further. And then this can come up an additional one. Is that too much still? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Let's try and make it a smaller bed frame exposure rather than a bigger one. Walk off the edge. Right, so think that's better there. What I would have liked is a half slab of wool, because I'm thinking this may need to be brought along here. Which would mean you would need to disappear. Okay, so if you're there, how do I play with you? Probably like that. Okay, that should do. It probably shouldn't be quite as straight, admittedly, but I keep thinking I need to knock that corner out. But I'm just concerned about the amount of... Okay. And I'm also not sure if I need to take this another block this way. But we can always do that afterwards. Right, so we now have kind of a shape. I just need to duplicate it on the other side. Okay. So in that we're going to have to put a pattern and some trim. So, whoops. So from the edge of the bed, it needs to go 2 up, 2 across. No point reinventing. Yeah, we're not doing too bad, Ek. We're in the last bedroom. So we're just making the giant bed in the last bedroom. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Hopefully you're doing okay. Yeah, it'll be done before then. I hope. I still have bits to put in, like a jelly and shower heads in the bathroom, and you're doing half decent. Still got concussion problems? Oh, I'm really sorry. I'd hoped that had cleared up for you by now. I guess that concussion when the car hit you was pretty nasty. Yeah, unfortunately, you have a lingering one. Ouch. That is definitely not good. Right, so we have 1. So where it comes down, I need to go down 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that one. Oh, you got some kitty cats. That's awesome. And I'm glad that the house you're taking your time on the house and things are going okay. That's the main thing. So that's 4, 5, and 6. And hopefully the house is going well, even if you're doing it slowly. You have a striped European short hair. They're named Emma, and a black American short hair called Sabrina. Oh, that's cute. Right, so this one should be on what? That's awesome. Cats are very independent as well. You forgot to send me photos. Yep. That is perfectly fine. I would love to see a picture of your kitty cats. So on 3 and 4, we can have those two. Right, so 3 and 4. So yeah, I'm glad you got some kitty cats and things are going okay. That's the main thing. I know you're not fully healthy yet, but hopefully you're heading in the right direction. And taking your time about it. Right, so we need to go in 1 and down 1 and over 3. In 1, down 1, over 3. That tends to be the way it is when you have a couple of cats. In 1, down 1, over. Don't ask me why. It just tends to work that way. When I had 2 cats at the same time, one would just hide all the time and the other one wanted all the cuddles. When one of them disappeared, the one that used to hide all the time wanted all the cuddles instead. So we want 2 and 3, which should come up in line with that. 2 and 3. There's always one that's a boss and the other one that has to be a little bit of the follower, bless it. So 1, 2. Two and 3, I think. Then I think we go 3. Then I think it's a 2. But I'm not 100% sure, so let's go check. But it's cute to have them around. They make the house, especially after when it's your first house, it makes it feel, how do I put it, more alive. Because you're used to having family around and just a little bit of patter of the feet helps. So up 2 and across 1. Up 2, across 1. Now we just need to figure out what this top bit one was. So we came up 2 across 1, so then we should just go straight across 1. Whoops. Okay, so it's straight across 1. I didn't. I did. Oh, I did. Yep. Get you all there laughing. I would be at myself. Oh. The quilt goes that way, Pendle. Not that way. Let's see if we can fix that. Okay, so that's 3. Then we want to come down. Come down again. And that should be that. Then this one should be 3. Exactly, it can be fixed. It's a game of blocks. You put them in, you take them out. At least I can just look at one side and then compare it. It could have been a lot worse. You totally didn't do something like that a few days ago and had to tear it down, yeah. Yeah, you have to laugh. There's no point in letting it stress you. There we go. Hopefully that should now be fixed. It was only because I looked at that and realised it wasn't going to go around that way. You built one of the buttresses in the opposite direction, so it arched away from the wall. Ouch! That's a lot of work. This was just a few blocks. So how do we go here? I think it's Catic. It's straight on to straight down to straight down. Straight on. Hang on. So that would be there. Let's just double check that. Something's not quite right. So we have 2, goes to 3, goes to 3, goes to 3. And they're all catty corner. So 2 goes to 3, goes to 3, goes to 3, goes to 2. There we go. So that should fix that. Still not convinced of the slope or how short the quilt is. I'm still thinking the problem. My problem is this is 4 blocks. I'm thinking it should probably be 3, but if I take it 3, it's going to go up, up, up and not lie down flat. And it should really lie down flat at the top. Okay, so 1 in from the end, and then it goes down 2. Yeah. Just need that block. Then is it 1 1? Probably, because I'm pretty sure I followed the line. 1 1, then straight down to that catty corner. Okay. Filling it all in shouldn't be too bad. I'm just wondering if I should have made the bed longer. Either that, or I need to make the pillows even narrower. Because the pillars are 9. I'm wondering if I should take them in an additional 2 and move each of the blocks over to give me more space for the quilt. But let's get the bottom shape of this in anyway. And then it's just tinkering. Can I reach it? Just. Then are you supposed to be 2? Possibly. Let's put you there for a second just to give me the shape. And then we can check. Okay. Don't know why, but the hunger bar goes down very quickly. Probably because I keep splatting a little bit. So that's 2. So it goes 3, 2, 1, all catty corner in. Three, 2, 1, catty corner in. Okay. That will give me that. Going to bring those out just a little bit so I can get them from the top. So that's the bar 1, 2. So that's the bar. To there. We definitely need dust bunnies or something living under these beds. Then the next one should be to the same length. Then the one above it should be one further out. Okay. So we can get these placed. So you go one further out. Okay. Then it's probably going to go on top, isn't it? Because I can't remember how we built it. I know we only built it 15 minutes ago. Right, so from that one, it goes straight up 3 by the look of it. And then we have 2 catty corner. So 2, 3. I think you disappear, but I'm not sure. I'll leave you there for the minute. Yeah, no, that doesn't look right. You need to disappear. You need to go there, which means you would kind of go there, I guess. Were you a step or were you just straight? Yeah, so you went straight back, then straight out. You went up 3. You went 2 to meet the top. Then they should come out, but stop 1 short, and then it should come out again. I guess we need to put some torches down here. We need to pull the 3rd one down, and you stop 1 short. And you go here and here. And I need to fill things in down there afterwards. Okay. Fortunately, it's not far to go to check this bit. Cat photo spam has been sent. That's awesome. Thank you, Ek. I look forward to seeing them. Discord's turned off at the moment because I'm streaming. And you know what I'm like with Discord anyway. But yeah. I will turn it on afterwards and check out the kitty cats. Because kitty cats are great. Right, so. And I look forward to seeing Sabrina and Emma. Right, so. If I put you here. Then you here. You here. Can then get rid of you. And then put you there. And you only go back 2. Then you step down. That's right. Up. Yep, that looks right there. Now this back bit should come straight round the corner at the top level. Just take it to there for a second. Right. So you go straight to the frame and then come out one. So straight to the frame and come out one. And at least hopefully we're going in the right direction. They are great fun and butts at the same time. Of course, the cats. You can't expect anything else from a kitty cat. Right, so it should be catty corner, back, but catty corner too. But that's what makes cats awesome. They definitely know who's in charge. And it's not us. Right, so I think that's right. So it should come up one. So it's kind of a T shape. Let's double check. Yeah, you first thought about a dog, but you can't leave a dog home alone for 9 hours while you're at work. No, that's the thing. It's not a T shape. So that one needs to go out. So it should be 2 and 2. Yeah, that's the thing. Dogs are great. I have nothing against dogs whatsoever. They're just very tying, for the want of a better word. It's not a case. Cats you can leave alone for a few hours and they will take care of themselves. Yeah, you can put some food in a bowl, give them clean litter box and then leave for a whole day. Yeah, and you don't have to worry about them. Dogs you do. Dogs rely on you being around more. They're more of a pack animal, pack pet. They need somebody around. Not all the time, but they do need people to be there for them. It's one of the reasons I've never had a dog, because I never figured it was fair on a dog. If I was out at work all day, I need to check that too. Whereas a cat, so that should be, you got the two, and then you should have, an L shape. So I should have the 2, a 2. Because when I had cats, it was a case of if I needed to go away overnight, it wasn't a big deal. I'd just put the food out, water out, like you say, cat litter. and they were fine until the next day. If I went away, somebody could pop in every day and feed them, water them, and spend a little bit of time with them, if you know what I mean. Not like a dog. Right, so I think that kind of works there. So now we just have to figure out the other bits. And like I say, I think dogs are awesome. They just need a bit more TLC. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, they would sulk and let me know I was in trouble. Where have you been, kind of thing. You were supposed to be here. And then they'd come running, give you all the loves, and then remember they're mad at you and go and sulk for a little bit. None of your dogs have issues being home while we're gone at work, other than a few accidents at first. The overnight thing is true though. Yeah, it depends on the dog and how they trained, and I guess it's what they're used to from the beginning as well, which is definitely a true thing. It's just all the dogs I've known have been a case of they've had issues being on their own. But then all the dogs I've known have had people around most of the day. So they struggle. So this one is that. So they're not allowed into the yard if you're not at home, and after you woke up in the morning, you let them into the yard for a bit while you were doing some adulting while waking up. Then brought them inside and went to exercise. Then back to out. Emma came into the yard complaining about being locked in the house. Yeah. They had the whole house to roam. Yeah. Some cats are indoor cats. Some cats like to be out and about. I'm doing that, but I need to leave a gap. So I'm going to put a couple of blocks in, and then we're going to knock a block out, because we need to have the quilt come up this edge as well. So yeah, the dogs I've known have struggled because there's always been somebody around. So it's a case of when family members go on holiday and you can't take the dogs with you, somebody has to stay at the house. You can't just come in. I think that's right, or should it be down an additional one? Let's just double check. Nope, it's fine, because those two need to be lighting blocks. They can get a cat, or they can access 24/7. Yeah, a cat door. Yeah, it was like my cat had a cat door, so she could come in with the tag had a signal on it, so it only opened for her signal. So there weren't all the neighbourhood cats coming in. It was literally just her. But yeah, dogs are awesome. For me, it was always a case of it never felt fair. But like you say, DMC, it depends on the dog and how they're raised. You have opinions about people who let their cats roam free. You hope the owners of the one like getting a soaking wet cat after getting hosed a few times when digging up your yard. Well, where I lived, the yards were concrete. I think this really shouldn't be 2. I think this should really be a 1. So you didn't have to worry about that. But she spent most of her time indoors. She was the second cat was more of an indoors cat. The first cat, well, she wanted to be out at night. She did not want to be indoors at night. She'd sleep all day inside. But at night, she always wanted to be outside. In Europe, it's normal to let cats roam. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm not sure if the laws changed, but the law used to be you could not stop a cat going on your property because nobody actually owns a cat. Whereas a dog, you owned. Somebody owned a dog because you used to have to get a dog license. Or you used to. Don't know whether it's still a law now. I doubt it. Whereas a cat was never owned by anyone. So people couldn't complain if they went in their yards, gardens, etc. Not legally anyway. I'm not saying they didn't complain simply because they went into their garden or backyard, etc. But legally they didn't have a leg to stand on. Fill this in. I know it looks very plain at the moment, but we'll put a pattern in to the design in a second because we need a pattern on the quilt purely for the fact that I need to light up the quilt. I must admit, Bonnie, who was the first cat, the one I inherited from my grandma, she had her rounds of the neighbourhood, pretending she was starving. She wasn't starving. By the size of her, you could tell she wasn't starving. But there were certain houses in the neighbourhood she knew who she could get food out of as well as getting food at home because there was always food out for her. Stick a couple of torches down. Right, I want the dark grey. Your parents have a cat-proof their backyard so their cat can't get out of the backyard and others can't get in, which is legal because their cats get all the fresh air they want. Yeah, that's cool. Different countries have different rules. When it comes to pets. And then rules change over time anyway. Because I'm not 100% sure if it is a rule now that you can't legally own a cat. That may have changed a while back. Right. I'm just going to fly up and take a look. Yeah, I think the pillars need to be a little bit smaller, so we can shuffle up the. It changed in '68. No, it had to have changed after that because I remember it being that you couldn't. And I was born in '68. According to the Theft Acts, cats are considered property in the UK, which means that a lost or stray cat belongs to its owner and you need to do everything possible to return it to its rightful and original owner. Okay. Well, I guess it was one of those laws that didn't really go into effect for a long time because I've got to admit, maybe it was one of those ones that nobody ever realised. Because I know as a kid, okay. So how do I do this then? Catty corner, catty corner. Some beliefs about things stick around for years. Probably. That's probably why, because it was a case of I was always taught that, and everybody acted that way in the neighbourhood. If that makes sense. So if I do that, and maybe even the police thought it, because I'm pretty sure they mentioned it. Thank you for the hydrate, Ek. But you know what it's like. Time passes, things change. Let's pour out a drink. Thank you for the hydrate. Right, so if that's going there, then this would come here. So this would make this one shorter. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'd be 8 instead of 9. Let's go around. We take you out and you out. Then you would go here. And then we'd have to do that. Then you would move one. You would move one, then you would move one here. Oops. Let's move you out of the way for a second. No, I didn't want you there, but I'm thinking of changing this. Let's get it to the middle. And we'll take out this row. And then we'll pull this over. In fact, I think I'm going to change that slightly. I'm going to just so there's a difference in height. It's hot again in Europe. Hydration is important. Yeah, it's been pretty warm over here. I was saying earlier we had a big thunderstorm yesterday. It lasted for a few hours, which is unusual for us. It seemed to keep circling. It's nice to see a thunderstorm once in a while, because we don't get them that often. And when we do get them, they're not bad thunderstorms, etc., like they are in other places. It's supposed to rain in about 2 hours. You're not expecting it to happen. It's been nice and warm over here today, so. And you would go here. I'm going to take you out as well. Okay. Another pair of shears. I'm glad we have a tool for the wool, Hi, Piri. Thank you for the creeper. Yeah, you get them pretty frequently, whereas we only get them once in a blue moon. Right. I think that's better. That extra couple of blocks. I think that will make a difference. But I need to fix this bit here. So both of those are catty corner. Okay. Yeah, that's better. And this one would switch to that. Yeah, I know I'm leaving some blocks behind. How are you doing, Puri, by the way? And hi, Ali. Thank you for the meow. Okay, so I want to get rid of you, and all of you. Should get rid of you too. Hopefully you're having a good day, Ali. Right, and that one comes out and switches to that, which means this one does the same. And you as well. You're good? That's awesome. And you're done with work for the day. That's awesome too. Ironically enough, a thunderstorm is what woke me up when I had to catch a nap after your flight to London last spring. Yeah, they're not something we tend to get a lot of, our thunderstorms. And when we do get them, they're not usually too bad ones. Okay. So if we pop you this way, and then we need to chop out these two corners. Which will put you two there. Right. And then that can go there. Right. So I'm gonna pop down onto there so I can reach further down. I think that's right. We'd put that one there. And then let's move these a second. TC allows sodium, which runs fabric, doesn't it? I'm here, sodium is a reasonable... I think, if I remember correctly, yes. You like the wool placing noise? Oh, that's cool. But we have the allowed mods list. It's usually just stuff that would affect client side, nothing that affects server side. And nothing cheaty. Yeah. Fabric is fine, yes. Because it's just a different it just does the similar thing to Forge. And then I kind of went round the corner, I think. I may have done it straight here, but I'm wondering if I need to actually do that. Oh, we can take these out. Guess I better stick down another torch or two. I'd rather have too many than not enough. The only reason the one mod is disallowed is because it requires a server-side mod, but you can have it installed if you use it single player. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was, because they're basically the same thing, just different. Creators. Hang on, I just took these out. We'll double check the sides in a second. And I haven't forgotten the foot of the bed yet. Okay, so I've missed one there. So I'll go fill that in. Can put you there and you can disappear, which probably means there's another block that needs to go down here. There we go. Just make sure I've done the same on this side, because I don't think I did. Nope, I didn't. Don't like that. I think that's wrong. That even needs to be 3. I think that was 2 as well, wasn't it? Yeah. And that was that. I'm not sure if that was a 3 and 3. I'm just going to double check. Hopefully it's still... Okay. I think it was 3 and 3 originally, but then I've changed it. Because I've changed it, I think is just slightly wrong now because these bits hang down just a little bit. So it may be a case of I need to put that additional block there and the same on the other side. Just to keep the floor the same. Right, so hang on. What am I missing? Two. Catty 2. So 2 catty 2. So 2 cat. So it should be 2 catty 2. Yeah, that's better. I was looking at it and it didn't seem right. You go and your head is starting to hurt again from the headphones. Well, you go take a rest and enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you for stopping by, Ek. It's been great to see you. And I look forward to seeing the kitty cat pictures later that you sent me. Because kitty cats are awesome. So you've got to give Emma and Sabrina a stroke for me. Right, so now we've got that. So that should fix that. Now, what I need to do is fix the bottom of this. I say that, but what I need to do too is, how tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I do these about here, then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to leave 4 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should give me 2 more here. Okay. Let's get these as well. And I can get rid of those as well. We'll be putting some doors in place here in a second to hide it. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. Which would put that set there. I think I have that. Then there. Knock you out. Should just really use the shears, that's what they're there for. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we should 1, 2, 3. And then the 4th one would be there as well. 1, 2. Just going to leave that gap there so I can get between them. Okay, so you need to be there. Okay, let's go squeeze through and grab some doors. They're the only red doors we have are the mangrove. So where did I put? That's where I had it. Just squeeze through. Right. So. Nope, they're the opposite way around. Okay. I was hoping we could climb up using them. We can't. Problem is, it's the same colour as these. It would have been nice to have a slightly different colour. But considering the room is red and mangrove, there we go, that gets that. If I go down the end of the bed, there should now be some lighting there, which helps light up this bit. I need to get rid of the torches though. Right, I want to just double check the other bed. Okay. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. Now I think I may have a 3. Which may mean I need to change it to a 4. But I think I can without too much of a hassle even. I can speak right sometimes. Sometimes. Right, so I was thinking here, but this needs to be red rather than grey. And I probably should have done the same at the bottom of the bed, but I'll think about it. Okay, let's put these in first and then we will work from that. Right, so this would need to go here. Get rid of you two, and you would need to go there. So get rid of you for that. Where did I put? Here we go. I'm glad we have wool farms on the server. Okay. Let's take you to the edge. And we can pull you across, which now gives me a whole bunch of space to put these doors. So that leaves me 3. Okay. That should fix it. That way we've kind of got 2 on each edge. Oh, that makes more sense to me anyway. Right, so let's move you. And then we can put back off. Okay, so it's not quite as much solid grey. So if we do the same on the other side, that at least will light up the sides of the beds. Then I've got to figure out what we do on the top of the bed. So let's start this side. Guess might as well collect that extra block. That's not good, is it? I think I need to put that there. Otherwise I'm going to have a hole. Oh, falling off again. Right, so let's grab this line of blocks. Okay, so you would need to be that. You would be that. Now let's get rid of you and replace you with red. There was no point putting the colour in until I had the shape right, otherwise we would have been playing. Right, so now we can go straight across. Hang on, no, that's fine. That's the bottom of the bed. I'm getting myself turned around again. Right, so you won't. And as long as I've built things right, it should match up. Seems to. Get rid of you. Little mouse click. Let's get this edge. I was wondering about putting the red at the bottom as well. But it might be a bit weird. I'll think about that bit while we sort out the top of the quilt. Because we now need lighting blocks here. Let's grab some more carpet because I don't need full blocks because I'm going to hide some lighting blocks underneath this. Now the question is, what? That's fine for that, but what about so 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. So 1, 2, 3. You'd be there. 1, 2, 3. You'd be there. One, two, three, you'd be there. It's just so that I can light up the middle of the bed too. 2, 3, and on the 4th. 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th. On the 4th. I'm not sure that's gonna look right. Let's get rid of the torches and hide the blocks. Yeah, it is one very big bed. But then it's supposed to be the parents' bedroom, so unlike the other bed, which is a single bed for the kid. No. Wrong one. I figure it should be a decent size. Okay, let's grab you in this corner as well. I wish the blocks would bounce into your inventory easier. Right, thinking one here. I'm not convinced on the shape. Whoops. Let's try that again. I'm not doing very well with the flying. I tend to struggle to get onto the top of this wall. No, that's wrong. It looks like a face. Exactly. Oh. I'm not sure how I will correct it. I guess we could have a happy smiley face bed. Fill these bits in first. While I think to see if there's anything I can do to fix it. It wasn't an intentional smiley face bed, it's just kind of worked out that way. And I need to put a lighting block down here. And probably one around here somewhere too. No, I don't want you up there, thank you. We've just hit the 2 hour mark. Let's just see if I can get these couple of blocks in. That should fix that bit. It's kind of asking for some white or yellow carpet teeth, just saying, you're probably right. But we'll see if we can add some teeth or something to it next stream tomorrow. Because, yep, it does just need some teeth. Right, so let's hit this one and let's see who's streaming, who I can send you amazing people to. Let's see who we've got. I have Mr. Joker playing Minecraft, and I have Impulse playing Minecraft. Any preferences? Either sounds good. Okay, so I will send you Mr. Joker's way because he has the fewer number of viewers. If you could refresh when you get there so that you become part of his viewer count, that would be awesome. I know he's trying to make partner. One second, let's copy that. You guys, you'll be able to watch all streams this week. That's awesome. You're on holiday. That's fantastic. I hope you have a great week off, DMC. You've earned it and you need it. So I will see you all tomorrow, same time, for those who can make it. Take care, have fun. Bye now. Yeah, Bossman will probably be streaming in an hour or so. Unless his voice is still gone, bless him. Take care.